have the IMU on the Valentina, and now Zohunt has to be a little careful about what exactly they pick up, so it does not come and bite them back. The Matilda is still open. If you could pick it up now, you could take it into the second phase. The Khalid would also benefit from the Matilda. The Matilda could
To
bring him to
me,
the back line,
fun is
very
all that matters.
not having to waste a flicker up. But Prime, very
Swivel!
interesting, picking up the
Your team
1-1.
is picking.
Flash!
Okay, the
Picking
one.
Not bad.
Really?
I don't like defending first phase of the rotations because exactly enemies can just counter draft it. Like as I said before, Edif is a flex pick. You don't have to put it on Rome. You can also put it on the sides. So now you have a Kufra against the Fenny and a Kufra against the 1-1. Like that one hero basically counters two heroes at the same time right now. So there's a big issue now for teams Zohunt with the draft already. Like it all depends on the performance of the Kufra. But if the Kufra performs well, Fanny and 1-1's influence in the game will be very limited. That's an issue now. Like they picked up those two heroes too early. Like if you pick two heroes and both heroes can be countered by a single enemy hero, then you messed it up a bit in the draft.
And I'm really, really, just like you said, I'm really confused about why the Fanny picked so early, why the 1-1 pick. You could have picked up a mage because you're not going to lose anything by picking up a mage right now. You could have probably taken up any mage. In fact, you could pick up a low. It's not like the diversion is that critical in the comp over there. You're going to be picking up strong ults anyway. And one ban I really want to see from the side of the Zohunt is the Mincetar, because if IGN does pick up a Mincetar in the gold lane, the King's Calling is going to lock down all three of those heroes. Khalid will not be able to. S1 can't. Fanny is basically a spot sitting duck. 1-1 can't move either. The Kufra already does offer that, but it's going to be a little hard to catch all three of them. But the Mincy can guarantee that basically with the King's Calling.
I hope so. Someone realize this and they think about it. But no, they're banning out the Node instead of the Mincetar. That would have been a perfect game for Mincetar now on the gold lane and put the for XP lane, whatever. But picking up the Roger and Rojana now, like there's still the opportunity for team Zohunt to deny the Mincetar pick by picking it on Rome, or putting the Khalid on Rome, putting the Mincetar on XP lane. Like you have the opportunity to still deny it if you pick out the Roger. But if you pick a jungle later, you don't have any issues anyway. So Mincetar now perfect. You don't have any issues no matter what the team Zohunt draft now.
I am more.
You can't actually pick up the Mincy for yourself because the Valentina is on the side of IGN, so it's just going to end up biting you back instead. So yeah, it is really. I don't think either side they kind of forgot about the Mincetar because he is not that well-known hero. So I guess they've just not paid much attention to him. So,
yeah. Oh my god. Okay, now I see a difference. Mincetar is kind of more popular in Europe. You usually see that exactly for team comps like those. Usually that's a no-brainer. You just pick it, and like if you're on the side of team IGN, like with Mincetar, you just pick it, and then you can still think later what jungle you want. Like you still have the chance to pick it, but I don't know if they're gonna pick it now. I'm kind of afraid that they're just picking something else on Golden. Like I don't know. Maybe they even put the edit from Golden, or they pick another marksman Golden. Like would have been a perfect Mincetar game, but okay, if they want to pick a marksman, you have a few options. But I don't like the marksman. The problem is Fanny can lock you down if you pick a normal marksman right now. That's the issue. Like you pick a fighter, you already have the late game insurance with the edit. She deals lots of damage in the later stage of the game because she converts everything into her ultimate later. And Julian, he's also dealing lots of burst damage in the early stages of the game. So also a team fight later on. Like you can pick a marksman if you want to be insured, but usually you pick something like a Mincetar here right now that can lock down everything technically. Beatrix, okay, you put a marksman so that you're not too afraid if it goes to later stages of the game. But if you were brave enough, you would have picked the Mincetar and ended the game in like 10 or 12 minutes.
I would actually have liked to see a Brody pick from the side of IGN because it is a really great option against them. Because the torn apart memory is so good against the Fanny because it's really hard for marksmen to actually lock onto a Fanny. Like Prime was an exception in the previous game because he had the Moskov, but otherwise it's quite difficult to actually keep a Fanny that is dashing around stably. The Beatrix is still okay because the machine gun can lock down and give a few basic attacks really fast, especially in the late game. Absolutely shreds anyone in the game if you can pick up enough items. So we'll have to see how IGN can utilize. They have a winning draft so far, but at the same time, Zohunt was also having a losing draft in the previous game, but they did turn it around by tracking the game really late. As long as you do the same thing again, I think 1-1 will be able to put it for them again.
Yeah, okay, another reason I guess why IGN decided to go for marksman this game was because of the game because on the way they lost the last game. They dragged out the game too long because they made individual mistakes, and that's why a marksman was able to outscale everyone and then shine at the end. So they picked up a marksman themselves because they probably already expect themselves to be not perfect in the game. They will do mistakes, but Zohunt will also do mistakes, and then you will get a late game where both marksmen have items. And yeah, I think that's the thought process behind the Beatrix pick here. You have a late game insurance. You're not too pressured now to have influence in the early stages of the game. and you can play your game. Fanny is trying to invade here, but most of the times, if the enemies are dragging the blue buff into their bush, nothing happens. So no issues here. Fanny getting or just her minions and farm. Both the junglers will be level 4 soon, and it will be important on how they each rotate. Now we have seen good jump from the Kufra. Maybe that's actually a kill. Like, yeah, as I said, 1-1 can't do anything here. That's the problem with picking up the 1-1 too early.
That was actually really painful to watch, man. That was a painful experience to watch, and I think it was even more painful for Prime to actually experience that. In that scenario, you can't do anything over there. You just have to watch your character just stutter over there as if you're lagging. And yeah, it was a very clean first blood, a great jump by the Kufra to create a small advantage for them as this first turtle is up. Who do you think has the better advantage in this fight right now for the turtle?
IGN, as long as Cooper is doing enough zoning. Like, he's already in a good push. He probably knows already around where Penny is. He just needs to use his ball and everything is fine. They're not even contesting that turtle because they know they can't win it. And even if Penny gets the turtle, she will not come out alive from it because of the Kufra. Now they're rotating towards the jungler. They are trying to maybe set up an ambush on the top lane. I wouldn't really suggest it. Just clear out your minions first. Exactly. And now Zohunt just wasted some time. They were in a better position for a little fight here, but they probably realized, wait, our Minotaur is not even level 4. He doesn't have his Minotaur in Fury, so we can't fight right now. That makes a question though. Why did she even go there? Like, if you just wanted to provide vision, like staying in that bush where Minotaur was just before would have been enough. But you already pathed in the way that you wanted to get a game. But you're not level 4 yet. Now you're level 4, but you cannot fight at the moment. So you have to back out for now. Just farm for now. It's kind of hard right now for Zohunt after that mistake and after losing the first turtle because the first turtle buff is also huge. So a big problem now. So what are you gonna do? Beatrix is just bullying right now. They won one, as you can see, good aim on the sniper. And here comes a Kufra, already setting up for a potential jump. Not yet, nothing happening at the moment. Fanny, I don't know what you're doing on the XP lane. It's an edit. You're not gonna burst her down right now. You may be trying to invade there, but you're losing. You're not even getting that jungle monster. You're wasting time out of position. Vexana here. That's the other issue. Nice comeback, they do.
But a good play, but it was not enough. The flicker was used up. They got a kill. It was a slight response onto which they have secured some kind of trade out of that. But at the same time they have used up 2 ults and 2 really important flickers, really long cooldown they will not have.
Ooh.
And on this side, beautiful catch, the Earth Shatter was enough. This crowd control too much, Fanny could not dash again. And that is what you mentioned, Wolf, that Supra is paying absolute dividend for IGN right now.
I mean, like if you wanted to draft for Fanny and 1-1 in the same team comp, you should have probably banned out the Kufra if you wanted that, like instead of Chip. That's what I mentioned already before. Like, because you banned out the Chip, you already denied yourself some things you potentially wanted to avoid. Like, they could have avoided the Kufra by banning it out, and you can just draft the rest of the game whatever you want because the enemies were forced to ban the chip anyways. And look how much pressure Kufra gives. Now Minotaur is being forced to flicker out, and now they don't have the flicker Minotaur in Fury later. So Mino, he has no flicker. Without flicker, it's gonna be hard for him to catch somebody.
So he did miss the Tyrant Rage on that, but on the mid side, the Cutthroat being used up, Anti gets bursted down. Too much to handle right now, but meanwhile Respect picks up a turtle for free, no one to stop him. The Minnow and Fury used up, catching only one. The Kuta is gonna back out, but Witch wants some more action in this fight. Used up the Vexana's ultimate, but no one's there. The Eternal Guard was kind of wasted. I think he could have held on to that longer. It was kind of unnecessary to re-engage when Rome has already left the fight.
Oh, look at the positioning.
There's more action going on, the damage being used, but Respect dashes out the enhanced S2. He dove in a little too much, forced to use up the heal. Miguel is there, but the damage too much. Once again, the knockoff with the basic attack. Julian shreds down this Minotaur once again. And okay, Zohunt is struggling right now. Fanny is just reduced to farming the whole game. And you do not want to be farming with a Fanny. You do not want to be farming with a Fanny. It's not a fun experience. But yeah, the mid lane is the only turret left standing, and Edith will probably try to pick off the bot side too. There is some action going on there. I guess Fanny is just able to defend the wave for now. She's going to be able to dash out cleanly though. No stopping her, but a blue buff I think is in danger once again.
Like, okay, now at this moment IGN wasted some seconds there. They could have just immediately went to the mid lane, forced the fight there, get a kill potentially. He's still coming now because Khalid is a bit out of position. Now comes the Minion Fury from the Valentina's Ivy. You would counter Minion Fury, but not enough.
It was a little too squishy to make those kind of plays in the early game, and he paid the price for it. But you know, Fanny did get the blue, so I guess small wins for them. They did get the blue. They also got a kill on the mage. They did lose the Khalid, but that I don't think that's an issue. I would take a trade for EXP any day. But Prime over there, he's trying to do a 1v4. I guess he knew nobody had any ults to use, no major spells, so he could make such a play. But Luxi, guys, instantly camping that bush, picking up a kill on the cutthroat. Aaron did panic and switched his gun, but the time he switched to the Wesker, he did get bursted instantly.
Positioning mistake from Beatrix. Like, Penny was not seen on the map, so you should have probably expected Penny to be somewhere. She's not gonna farm, like as you mentioned. Penny farming is not a fun experience. So this Penny probably was hiding in a bush, and now we see another team fight here.
The action is on the way. The Eternal Guard used up once again. I feel like both the Eternal Guards are just not on point for both sides, I guess. I think both sides are expecting some sort of skirmish, but since both of them can disengage so well, they get confused. But Respect finally falling with Julian gets countered and made it instead. I guess it was a lesson, as the Minoan Fury still both sides holding. The Minoan Fury used up by Miguel already, which could have used it over there, but I guess there was no follow-up there because it's only Kimi and Anti, and the Edith's damage is not going to be enough. She does not have enough rage built up. So I think it's a smart decision. They cut their losses. They're jumping on to Dusty once more, but nothing coming out of it once again. It's like there are a lot of both sides are pushing just to see like, can I take this fight? And they're like, okay, I can't, and they back out once again.
They're overestimating themselves. Like, they're fighting when they shouldn't fight, and they're not fighting when they should fight. Like, the timings are not off, and now we see an actually interesting fight here, but what is going on here?
Khalid doing a lot of work. He's catching a lot of people with the ult, but the 1-1 using the damage nearly gets out too, but 3 for Loopsy, guys, and his teammates taking up a beautiful kill, picking up 3 from the side of IGN as the gold lead tilts in their favor, as his Lord will be up in a few seconds. I guess they are in a really good position to take this Lord right now. Do you think they can do it, or do they just have to be a little more patient and pick off someone first?
They can just rush it down and start it already, because there are still people on cooldown timers. They're just respawning. By the time they arrive at the Lord, it's already gone. They have a Julian. He's not that mobile compared to other assassins, so he can't be there in 1 second, and that's a free Lord for them. They just need to go back. They shouldn't overstay here. Don't fight. Like, why are you fighting after you got a free Lord? Like, that was kind of pointless.
I don't think giving the vision was really necessary on the top side, because when you're taking a Lord, the opponent is obviously going to be near those bushes, and it's not going to be just 1 or 2. It's like, some things will not change regardless of the region. People will be, hovering near the bush during a Lord invade, even if they know they can't reach it in time. They're always going to be there. That those things don't change. But yeah, Lucy picking up, putting some pressure on the bot side. Got a turret for himself. These small things do add up to a major advantage, as the gold lead now is heading towards the 4K mark.
Overall base about the Eternal Guard, that's very important. Oh!
it's happening again. A beautiful art by the 1-1. She's, oh my god, the triple. This is a maniac. She's inside the heart of their base. The jump is there. They want some more. Prime. What was that? Dude, the divine shield has not been popped. This man jumped into the inhibitor. Oh no, he didn't give a damn, and he picked up 3. And that's a lot of confidence required to make such plays, and it paid off dividends for Zohunt as they're marching towards the Aegis already with just the level 1 Lord. There's few people to clear it out. The basic is there trying to do as much as she can as the Khalid catches 4 with the Sandstorm, falls as the anti has used up, but the ultimate is there, 1-1, doing an insane amount of damage as she picks up a double kill. And Zohunt firmly in lead. I think they want to take this mid inhibitor too. They're just really confident right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what happens, Prime is the man of the day, like in the man of the series at least, because look at his performance in the 1-1.
Oh my, it was absolutely perfect. Like, we expected a very different game for this 1-1 after that first blood, but he is doing all of it wrong. And right now, they want to end the base. They didn't get the base. The basic attacks from Fanny was enough. They should have CC'd him instead. As the Aegis crumbles, and the series has come to very straightforward conclusion. Zohunt clearly outclassed IGN in the series. We mentioned